Welcome back to Ocala Talks, hour number 3. One more hour to go. Marion County, we've talked about it ad nauseum, that Marion County is in a housing shortage. Kevin Sheely from the CEP came on the radio last week talking about how we didn't build for basically, 10 years. We didn't build anything. We just left it status quo. And now with the rate of people moving to our community, with the new industry coming to our community, with progress of new business and the diversification of our economy, more people are moving to Marion County than ever before. And they have no place to live. That's the reality. Right now, Kevin Sheely said we're about 5 years behind. And we're trying to play catch up because we went 10 years without building. Just went 10 years without any substantial major building projects, single-family homes, multiple-family dwellings, duplexes, triplexes, quadplexes. We didn't do any kind of that building. Now we've started doing it again. 2019, 2020 saw an influx of new development. And here's another one. This one's going to be off County Road 42. It's just north of the Villages. It's a 1,514-unit development. It cleared its first planning and zoning hurdle recently. It'll go before the county commission later this month for final approval. Now, here's what they're going to build there. It's very diverse what they're building in this area. They're building 770 single-family homes and 744 townhomes. Yeah, 770 single-family homes and 744 townhomes. They're doing it on 393.5 acres of land. The property is owned by Utopia 42 LLC and Danny Gaikwad. It's located between Southeast 80th Avenue and Southeast 73rd Avenue. Give you some reference, it is 2 miles west of US 441 and 1 mile east of US 301 across 42. It's right there across from the First Baptist Church at the Villages and Chatham Glen Health Care and Rehabilitation Center. Utopia went before the Marion County Planning and Zoning Commission last week. They received a recommendation of approval. Now, years ago, they had went and tried to plan something that was 1,300 unit. Now, Utopia went before then to rezone 40 acres so the townhomes could be built along that border. The property only fronts County Road 42 for a few hundred feet. That'll be where one of the 3 access roads will be built. The development also does not front Southeast 80th Avenue. Through 2 access points, it'll connect Southeast 80th Avenue, and it runs north from County Road 42, crosses Sunset Harbor Road, connects to Southeast 135th Street, just west of US 441. Now, it originally was proposed that the extra 2 access points be along Southeast 73rd Avenue. Those access points would have satisfied land development code requirements for multiple access points. However, the report continued traffic engineers recommend access to be provided for Southwest 80th Avenue, particularly due to concerns regarding the County 42 and Southeast 73rd Avenue intersection. So it has reached, it's got past the planning stage now. It's They crossed the hurdle of the Planning and Zoning Board. It will recommend that it be approved. So now, guys, go to the 5 county commissioners. And this is a place that you don't think of a lot of building out there. The Villages is building like crazy, but just north of the Villages, there's not a whole lot going on. Well, that's a very nice area of the county. If you've not been out that way, it's nice out there. And they're going to build 770, if it gets approved, they'll build 770 single-family homes and 744 townhomes. It's going to be a total of 1,514 homes for people to move into and live in single-family variety and townhome. So you do have a couple choices there, too. But that's on the south end of the county, going towards the Villages, where a lot of development is needed. People are moving towards that way. We get people, the influx of people into Marion County on a regular basis requires that we build northeast, south, and west in this county. This is doing that. Good morning. You're on Ocala Talks.
Good morning, Tom.
Morning, Hugh.
See, I'm concerned. Is the aquifer going to be able to support this population boom?
Hugh, that's a $64,000 question. Do we have the water supply for this? I remember we had Jeff Halcomb on when he worked here for the city water, talk about how they had located a second aquifer deeper, so that he wasn't real worried. He wasn't really worried about population growth in Florida because of the location of the second aquifer. So I have not heard any concerns about our local zoning boards or our local river management authorities that are concerned about drinking water or the aquifer being depleted. So I don't think it's a concern. But if this growth keeps the way it's going, it eventually is going to have to be a concern, I would think.
Absolutely. The problem is you're going to have this big population explosion with all these people living here, and all of a sudden, whoops, we're running out of water. Now what? Now it's too late to do anything, and now it's going to be an emergency situation.
And they project, the census projects, we have 22 million that live in Florida now. They project that to be 30 million by the next census.
My, oh my, oh my. I don't know. I keep thinking that I feel like Ocala was so good to me and my family when I moved down here, and I just see all this expansion, and for me, I don't like it. The traffic is getting horrendous here. You have to wait at restaurants. You have to wait in line and shopping, and it's going to get just worse and worse and worse. And I don't know. I think it's going to drive people like me in a different part of Florida that's more quiet.
Here's the problem, though, Hugh. It's going to be increasingly difficult, more and more difficult with every passing day, to find that utopia that you're looking for, like Ocala used to be 30 years ago. It's going to be more and more difficult to find that because 8 million people added to the population of Florida is going to take up a lot of space, whether it's Marion County or one of the other 66 counties. And you make a very good point. Right now there are court lawsuits going on right now between the state of Florida and the state of Georgia about the water that's being given from the state of Georgia down the Chattahoochee River into the Panhandle, because there's areas of the Panhandle that depend on that Chattahoochee River water because the Chattahoochee empties into the Gulf. There are places up in the Panhandle that are very worried that Georgia may cut off access, and that's where they get a large supply of their drinking water and stuff from. So water is going to have to become a concern. I'm sure in these planning stages, we don't hear about it in these news reports, but I'm sure water goes into all their thinking about whether they allow developments or not and stuff like that. Water has to be part of the negotiation. There's no way it can't be.
Right. When I'm looking ahead like 10, 20 years from now, I really think that we're going to be depending on the Gulf and the ocean for salt water to desalt it and bring it in. I think that since we're so close to so much water, that's going to be the only way to get it.
Let me tell you, the next Uber billionaire isn't going to be Elon Musk that's sending people up into space and making electric cars. Somebody that can come up with a way to make desalination without it having to be so expensive, because right now desalination is very expensive. And that's taking the salt out of the water and making it drinkable. Somebody that comes up with a economical way to take salt out of water so that the oceans can then be used for water consumption, they're going to make a lot of money. Whoever comes up with the way to do that economically is going to make a lot of money.
I believe you do some of that down in the Tampa Bay area right now, desalting ocean water.
I'm sure they do. And by the way, you can do it, Hugh. Just go get your, take your 5-gallon buckets with you, go get you some of it and just boil the salt out of it. Come on, Hugh, you know how to do it. Catch the steam and then have the steam run into another pot and come back to being water, and there it is. The salt stays in one pot, the steam creates drinkable water in the other pot.
Well, I get most of my water out of Miller Lite.
Me and you both, pal. Me and you both.
Okay.
Thanks for the call, Hugh.
Take care.
But yeah, Hugh's right. One of the main concerns is all this development and all these people moving in, what kind of quality of life are we all going to have? Are we going to have to change how we do things? Is water going to be a concern? These are all things I'm sure people are looking at when they make developments like this one that may go in over off 42nd Avenue and Southwest 80th Avenue and Southwest 73rd Avenue, 2 miles west of US 441 and 1 mile east of US 301 across 442 from First Baptist Church at the Villages and Chatham Glen Healthcare and Rehabilitation Center. It's planned for 1,514 units, 770 single-family homes, and 744 townhomes. Be a lot of people drinking water. Hugh makes a good point. Is water becoming a factor in some of these developments? You don't hear about it, but I'm sure they have to talk about it on a regular basis if they're doing their due diligence. We'll take a break. We'll come back. We'll talk about the Florida Turnpike extension next, right here on 1370 AM, 96.3 FM. This is WOCA, The Source.
Hi, this is JP from Penn Flooring here in Ocala. I would like to invite you to come in and visit our spacious showroom where we have solutions for every style and budget. From wall-to-wall carpet to hardwood floors and tiles, we have an unsurpassed selection of flooring. At Penn Flooring, we've provided quality customer service with a family touch for over 25 years. Visit our website at pennflooring.com or come by our showroom, 1201 Southwest 17th Street, just over the bridge. Penn Flooring, quality customer service with a family touch.
Are you or your loved one being released from a hospital and wondering how you'll manage? Inform your physician that you want to go to Palm Garden of Ocala at 2700 Southwest 34th Street for your rehabilitation. Palm Garden provides pain management, post-discharge follow-up, diabetic care, psychosocial support, and so much more. Plus, they even offer outpatient rehab. This award-winning care facility has a team of licensed professionals dedicated to enhancing your independence. Call 352-854-6262 today.
Are you wasting time boxing up packages and going to the post office or the UPS store? Are you tired of not knowing what you'll pay when you get there? Just Ship offers pickup service and flat rate packaging and postage rates, which takes the guesswork out of shipping while saving you time and money. So quit wasting valuable time and money. Call or text Just Ship at 352-234-3840. That's 352-234-3840. Just Shipped.
Veterans Helping Veterans USA. Call 352-433-2320. We help veterans and their families with limited financial assistance, counseling, employment referrals, and a food and clothing bank. You can help in making a huge difference in the veterans' lives we serve by donating food, clothing, household items, or direct financial assistance. All donations are tax deductible. Veterans Helping Veterans USA. 352-433-2320. Thank you for your attention, and God bless America.
Hello, I'm Mark Sears with Regency Printing. With over 10 years in the printing business, I know you'll find Regency Printing the place for all your local printing needs. Plus, I have fax services, mailbox rentals, notary service, U.S. mail, pack and ship, all at one convenient location, 2375 Northeast 25th Avenue. Just look for the yellow signs. Regency Printing, 789-6683. That's 789-6683. Regency Printing.
Get it for less at the DIY Home Center outlet. Get top quality real wood cabinets the same or less than the big box stores are selling the cheap stuff. And that's not all. Drywall screws big box stores are $6.47 a pound. At DIY, only $4.99. Plus, DIY has the largest selection of mobile home parts and accessories anywhere. From carpet to doors, get the DIY supplies you need for less. The DIY Home Center outlet. We are your building material closeout store. 2191 Northwest 10th Street, just 2 miles east of I-75.
Shamrock Security Systems, 629-3223. Shamrock Security Systems is located here in Ocala, Florida. Shamrock Security Systems is a top-rated alarm company offering 24/7 monitoring, video surveillance, fire and flood protection. You'll sleep a little better once the job is done. Shamrock Security Systems for over 31 years. 629-3223. Get a 100% free quote from Shamrock Security. 629-3223.
Think you know Dex Imaging? Think again. In the office, streamlining communications. In the field, delivering top-notch service, enhanced